we got to go to Bandai Namco's headquarters
Yeah.
and actually go hands-on and interview some of the developers on the games. So one of the coolest ones was Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. Now that's a game, I know, the titles are a little bit crazy.
What's wrong with them? Like, they bring these Japanese games to the West and they give them these dog shit titles.
Well, it's called Sword Art.
Means that no one's ever going to buy them.
It's called Sword Art Online,
Right.
which is the anime that it's based on.
Okay.
And then, so the game is just called Hollow Realization. But I still feel a certain amount of skepticism in your eyes.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just go on anyway. It's based on the anime where players they kind of like plugged into an MMO, and then it turns out the guy who created it removed the logout button, so they're all kind of stuck in there.
Right.
So you're playing as characters. It's weird. You play as a character inside of an MMO.
Right.
So it's really cool in that sense. I played a lot of Lost Song, which was the previous one, where you could fly about and explore the world, and it was really cool. But this one is back on the ground. So there's a lot more detail, and the graphics are better, and there's a lot more emphasis on boss battles and teamwork. Your main character is totally customizable, so it's like boy, girl, like height, size, fatness, anything, which is cool because in other titles it's just been, you play as like one character.
Right.
So that was definitely the first one that I really, really enjoyed.
What's the next one? Like, I'm lost in this, so I can't imagine what you're thinking of these games.
Well, this is a good one actually because you can both talk about this one.
Okay.
It's not going to sound like it when I read the name, but Digimon.
I thought you were getting up for that.
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. So this is essentially, you both know Pokemon.
Yes.
So imagine if like Pokemon were robots with guns.
I know what Digimon is.
Okay, well he doesn't.
Oh, right, okay.
I vaguely do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a similar sort of thing. The game's coming west on February 5th, and it feels a lot like a Pokemon game. So you can like wander around and like be like roaming around the map, and then all of a sudden you bump into like free Digimon. You have to like battle them and train them up, which is pretty cool. And there's an app also that's releasing around the same time that's similar to Hearthstone.
Okay.
So it's like on your phone, but you're like doing the battles through cards, like a card-based combat. That's another one of the big ones they're bringing. They're bringing a lot of fighting titles, which I won't go into too much detail with, but games like Tekken 7, One Piece Burning Blood, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, and it's like they just do these games so well. Like the characters are all so balanced, they're so different, but they all can counter each other really, really well, like fast-paced, beautiful graphics. It all looks really great. There was a new trailer for Naruto, which looks really cool. All of this has been covered on the site, so if you want to find out more, you can go to IGN.com and check out all the latest information on the game. But it's really cool to see a company like Bandai Namco taking the incentive to bring these games west, because there is a demand for it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, like I know a lot of people that struggle when they hear about all these great games coming out in Japan.
Yeah.
And they just never make it over here. And they said partially it's because of public demand, like polls online and people doing, what do you call those, like the forms y'all...
Petitions,
petitions essentially to, get the games brought over here. And it seems like it's actually working and it's actually happening. So it's great to see these games over here for fans of the shows and animes like myself. And yeah, I really enjoyed pretty much every title I got my hands on.